Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the formula chart, and this is super crooked here. You're going to look at a formula chart where it says at the bottom, volume. Then we're looking at the volume of a prism or a what? Volume of a prism or a cylinder. So what it says is V equals capital B times H. So we'll just go ahead and write that in over here on our little sheet. So volume equals capital B times H. Now that capital B means base, but not just the base. If it's a lowercase b, it just means the base of whatever figure we're talking about. That capital B actually means the area of the base. So that capital B means the area of the base. What that means is I'm going to look at what shape do I have for my base, and whatever shape that is, I'm going to find the area of that shape. So if I look at a cylinder, what shape do we have at the bottom of that cylinder? A circle. How do I find area of that base? How do I find area of a circle? Camille. Pi radius squared. Good. So when it says capital B, really we could just say volume equals pi radius squared times h. This h is the height of the cylinder. So again, this capital B means area of the base, meaning whatever base you have, circle, square, triangle, whatever base it is, find the area of that base. And so the way we find area of a triangle, circle, because a cylinder has a circle base, the way I find the area of a circle is pi radius squared times the height. Any questions? Okay. So the next part, it says to find the volume, use 3.14 for pi. So that's important because if we have those fancy calculators, we're not going to use the pi button. We're going to use 3.14. So I'm going to write the formula. Volume equals area of the base times height. I can give this formula some specificity by saying volume equals pi radius squared times the height. So now I look at that circle. The radius of my circle is what? 4. My radius is 4. Therefore, I'm gonna write that in here. Volume equals pi times 4 squared times the height. Where's the height of my cylinder? What is it? 13. The height of my cylinder is 13, which is here. Okay, that's the height. So it's volume equals pi 4 squared times 13. So in our calculators, you want to do volume equals, and remember, use 3.14 for pi. So volume equals 3.14 times 4 squared times 13. Okay, so the answer, because this would be 3.14 times 4 squared, which is 16, times 13 is 653.12 meters cubed. It's cubed because volume is always cubed. It's base times height. Length times width times height. So we have that circle, this area of the base times the height. It gives you the volume, so it's to the third power, cubed. The next one says find the volume. So again, we have another cylinder. We're going to do volume equals area of the base times height. We give this formula specificity by saying volume equals pi radius squared times the height. And I'm doing pi radius squared because that's how you find area of a circle. The base is a circle, And the way I find area of the base for a cylinder is pi radius squared. So now I have to figure out what is my radius. 2.5. 5 is all the way across. That's my diameter. Half of that is 2.5. So my formula will be volume equals pi times 2.5 squared times the height of what? What's my height? 3. Even though it's on the side like that, that's still your height. So volume equals pi times 2.5 squared times 3. Okay, should have gotten volume equals 58.875, but we're going to round it to 58.88 meters cubed. Any questions?